Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today we've got a blue and red themed nail art design. So I kind of felt like I haven't really done that kind of combination in a while. So I decided to do one today. So we have a nude that I showed you a moment ago. We've got that beautiful silver. We've also got blue Jolie, I think it said, which is our light blue. And then also we've got Legacy. And oh my goodness, guys. Legacy, literally, I love all of these colours, by the way, but that gel polish in particular just stole my heart. Just the consistency of that gel polish is just wild. It's so pigmented. That red is just unreal. I love it. I've just fallen in love with it. It's so good. I've noticed that with the newer gel polishes from Glam, they've actually changed the shape of the brush, which I'm so happy about, because if you're actually working on clients, having a rounded brush actually just helps so much. And I recently was doing a client and I was doing a gel polish manicure, and oh my goodness, it was just such a dream to get really close to the cuticle with the actual brush from the bottle, which is really nice. I'm really happy that they're doing that. I hope it's continuing, because I know sometimes they like to do little changes just for a specific collection, but I'm hoping that's a change that they are going to continue for all their future gel polishes, because honestly it was life-changing, to be honest. It made me just love them even more. I didn't even know I could, but apparently I can. I love them even more. Look at that red. It's literally a one coater, guys. So we've got 3 nude nails. We've got, was it 3 nude nails? Yes, 1 fully blue, and then we've got an ombre nail, which we are going to do now on this one. And boy, was this one a little bit of a challenge. Obviously, the 2 colors are drastically different from one another, and usually when you have colors like that, it takes a little bit of work to blend them well into one another. So I was swiping back and forth for a little while until I was somewhat happy with that ombre. Remember, guys, that first layer doesn't have to be perfect. It's the second one that, or even the third, you can do 3 layers, doesn't have to be just 2. But I'm usually not too fussed with the first, and usually with the second, it just kind of changes everything. And when you apply your top coat, it also helps even out any lines or anything. So yeah, now that that's cured, everything received 2 layers. Now it's time to do our nail art. So we do have some stamping, which we are going to do on later on, but we have to do a bit of prep work before we stamp. So we've got 2 nails that are going to be almost identical. They are basically the same, but just flipped. So if one, the one that I'm actually working on now. So on this nail, I'm working on the left hand side. That means the other nail has it on the right hand side. So we're just going to flip everything around. And I'm not trying to make them identical either. So you can see that this squiggly line isn't the same as the other one. And I'm using this really beautiful silver gel polish. And I love that the gel polish is very pigmented. Of course, again, everything received 2 coats off camera. But yeah, the silver is just so pigmented. You know those gel polish that you can get sometimes where the glitter is just so limited. It's basically when you apply it, it's mostly clear and you just get little speckles of glitter here and there. Yeah, no, this one is pigmented, and I love that, because that's exactly what I want. If I want a glittery gel polish, I want it to be exactly like that. I don't really ever understood why I was getting gel polishes that were literally 95% clear gel polish and about 5% glitter. I guess I could see why you'd want one of them, but 1 or 2, not all of them. I was always desperate to find a super pigmented glittery gel polish, but yep, this one I can confirm works wonders, and it's beautiful too. And I feel like it's got kind of holographic little touches in there, because every so often you can see a rainbow happening on that nail, which is nice. So now we're on to the red. With the red, I only did 1 layer because look at that, there was no need for 2. So I'm just basically continuing and just doing the exact same squiggle with the red. Same for both. And then whilst I already have my brush dipped in the red gel polish, I thought I'd already start working on the other nail. This one's going to have a French tip, but as you can see, the smile line is pretty low on this one, and that's because just above it we're going to do a layered French tip. So we're going to use the blue and do a smile line above it, and then colour it in underneath. So here I thought I'm going to take my time and use the brush to just colour it in. Usually when I'm rushing, I like to just take the brush from the bottle and colour it in, but clearly I was just enjoying my time, and that gel polish in particular so much that I just wanted to take the time to just colour it in. And I'm just impressed of how good coverage this one is. It was a great gel polish. So if you're on the market for some reds, It's perfect. And overall, the color overall is like a perfect red. It's almost like, I feel like maybe the camera doesn't always give it justice, but it's not too bright, but it's also not too dark. It's like, in my eyes, like the perfect red. If anyone wants red, then hopefully they would like one just like that. Now again, lastly on those nails, we're just going to repeat the squiggly line again, but with that blue. It's a very bright blue, very kind of like almost turquoisey. It's like giving a bit of greeny bluey going on, maybe like a baby bluish. It's kind of in between there. I wanted to pair them together. Most of my gel polishes today that I'm using would be new gel polishes on the website, so ones that have recently come out. So definitely check them out. Brand new, amazing, as you can see. And again on this one, those lines, finally that will be done. Once that one's done, we'll return back to that French tip nail. We're going to add that extra smile line above it, and then colour in the lines between the red and the blue. So we'll just thicken up that blue line. Pop that into the lamp. After that comes out, I think we've got some glitter to apply, and then after that we've got some crazy stamping to do. So before we get on to that, just a little disclaimer, or just a little, not really disclaimer, it's just a little comment. I've got my links in the description for you guys to check out, any like discount codes, any referral links, anything like that, so definitely check it out down there. I do also have Quidco down there if anyone's interested. It's a cashback website, and it's literally the best place ever. I literally always use it to shop, so if you shop online, you're a shopaholic, having those kind of websites is the best because you get to save your coin. So literally you just do your regular shopping online, and then it gives you a percentage back for the amount that you spend, and it doesn't cost you anything at all. And if you use my link down in the description, then you get £15 for free once you get your first £5 cash back, and that basically means you get 20 quid for free. So definitely check it out, and it really helps out the channel. So I'm on that French tip nail now. As you can see here, I drawed another smile line above the red and then coloured in the bottom part. Once that's done, I possibly did another layer, possibly not. That colour is actually quite pigmented, so might have not. And now it's time to do that glitter. It kind of feels like a little while since I've done a nail like this, but you never know with me. I film stuff, then I forget to upload. And I just sometimes feel like, for me, it feels like forever, but maybe on the channel, it was literally yesterday maybe that I've uploaded a video like that. But we're going to use a base coat, and we're applying the red glitter on the top part of the nail. And then I'm going to try and make it look like it's kind of sprinkling down to about halfway-ish. So I'm trying to focus the chunkier, larger hexes at the top. And then the lower down, I'm trying to use the thinner, smaller hexes. So it's a bit of a process, a little bit fiddly, takes a bit of a minute or two to do. But especially later on when we matte top coat, I really like the way that ended up looking. It kind of like muted it down a little bit, but it kind of created the cool look. And it really nicely ties in the whole bluey red theme as well together. And luckily I had the glitter that matched up with the colour, the red colour of the gel polish. That was nice. I feel like you kind of can't go wrong with reds. I don't really have many reds, but I might have like 7. Just a random number, but I think about 7 probably, and they're pretty much all the same, to be honest. I try to get differentiate. Of course, you know, I might have 1 or 2 that's a bit ever so slightly darker for like the winter time or whatever, but most of the time I just find that they're the same. Even recently I was doing some red nails and we were trying to pick out a slightly different shade of red, but we just couldn't. They all just seem, give or take, the same. So time for stamping. On this stamping plate, I love those full cover flowers. I've used them before and I love them. I'm getting quite a lot of uses out of that one. This plate is from AliExpress. It's the Beauty Big Bang XL022 plate. Looks like that's all we're going to use from that plate. So we've got a full cover nail for that ombre nail. Then I've got this other plate, and it's also from AliExpress. I'm not sure if I show the number, but if you just type in on AliExpress the like floral plate, I'm pretty sure this one pops up, because I know that at the time when I was buying this, it just kept popping up so much that eventually I was like, all right, fine, I'll buy you. It just kept popping up. So I'm just picking random flowers, whichever ones kind of attract me the most, and I'm just stamping them down at an angle. And I'm not doing any reverse stamping, any layered stamping, any colouring in, and we're not doing anything like that. I'm just using the outline of these flowers just to stamp down, nothing extra or more. This plate, as you can see, you can layer stamp here if you'd like to. Layered stamping is just something I'm still kind of trying to figure out. I don't find that to be the easiest for me. I feel like everything with nails is just practice makes perfect, and I've just not practiced enough to be an expert in it. So that's basically that. I just prefer to colour it in the background, but who knows, maybe one day I will try a bit more and more and then become a little expert. But for now, I just kind of also enjoy colouring the backing of a outlined image from stamping, so it's just my current personal preference. So at this stage I'm still stamping. I'm just finishing up this last nail, actually. It'll be the last one. As you can see on the left, I left my initial set just for guidance. Usually I like to have it next to me, but here apparently I just forgot that I'm recording and I've just had it right in the middle of the screen. So you've got it on the left hand side whilst I'm stamping. But there we are, everything's stamped now. Obviously you don't need to put it into the lamp because this is regular stamping polish. This is all from Born Pretty when it comes to the polishes themselves. I absolutely love them. I wish they did all the colours under this planet because I'd get every single one. Clear Jelly Stampers are really good too, but it's just the price point of Born Pretty that just I love so much. They're really affordable, you get so much. And yeah, just great for beginners, pros, everything in my opinion. I started off with them and I'm still using them and I love them to pieces. Now on this nail here, we're just doing some little crystal placement situation. So I'm placing some cavi beads in between the crystals. And I also placed down a red flower in the center, again to match up with the whole red theme that's going on. We're also going to place a cavi bead in the center of the flower too. The rhinestone glue that I'm using is from the cart. And at this stage, we are now going to top coat these all. So they are all going to have a matte top coat applied. That will then go into the lamp. The matte top coat I'm using today is from Vanillisa. I got that one on Amazon actually whilst I was waiting for my Madam Glam one to come. And I'm actually not, well, yeah, I'm actually quite impressed. I'm not, I'm not crazy in love with it. It's definitely not topping a Madam Glam matte top coat at all. It's just all right. For what it is, it's all right. I got a 15mm bottle, I think, or 12 mils. It's pretty big. I'm going to have a lot of uses out of it. It does the job. So overall, happy me. That's been applied. Cool. And then once it comes out, we've got just a tiny little bit of finishing touches to do before the set is fully completed. So I'm going to use some Madam Glam nail art gel in the shade white. So those are gels basically made for nail art. They're much thicker. They're cure tack free, so you can do cute little arts on top of matte nails, which is nice. I love the contrast and like the little change in like shininess to matteness and everything like that. So I'm going to use that white polish or gel polish to outline the smile line here, and then on the red part I'm going to do 2 stars. You'll know me, recently I've just been, whenever there's anything bare, just add a couple dots and a star and you're good to go, no matter what you've got going on, and it just changes and honestly, in my opinion, just makes it look better. But you guys might disagree. I just love when there's extra things on my nails, so I love it, but you guys might think it's a bit too much, but it's a nice little touch to add and it just changes it all. So that's great. That one's gone into the lamp, and then obviously with the last 2 squiggly line nails that we've got going on, I'm going to outline where the silver and the red meet on both nails. I've always find that the hardest. My hands start shaking and it's just a little bit of a pain. But I'm trying my best to maintain the thickness of the line that I'm doing. And if there's any areas that became thinner, I'm just trying to thicken up and trying to make it even. Once the line is completed, I then use a dotting tool and I add a couple of dots on the line. I'll do the same thing on the other nail as well. I just do that off camera because it's quite repetitive. And here are the final results. I hope you guys liked it. If you did, please don't forget to like, comment and subscribe. And I would love to see you all in my next video. Bye guys!